Alrighty, here we go. Duelist Kingdom action, and in this match we have got Panik taking on custom deck for Tristan. Tristan's deck is built mostly out of Warrior, Beast Warrior, and a couple of machines as well. It's somewhat like a before Duelist Kingdom Joey deck in some way. Although I did add a few cards to Tristan's deck for competitiveness, but we'll see how he squares off against Panik, who Panik's done okay. He's been in the mid-tier of the table for quite a while. He's drawn an okay starting hand. There's a trap hole. He's also got Big Eye, so he could rearrange the top 5 cards of his deck if that gets flipped over. Alright, Tristan goes with Axe Raider. It's a 1700, and Panik would have to think about it here. Trap hole. Axe Raider is one of Tristan's better 4-star monsters, and if you can keep those monsters off the field, it will prevent Tristan from being able to summon so many stronger ones like Sengen Jin, or even his next strongest ones, more around those Garudis and Rude Kaiser marks, Swamp Battle Guard, etc. Down goes 3-headed Guido, and up flips Big Eye, so Panik will be able to deliver 2400 points of damage, and he can rearrange the top of his deck, and we see Ryukushin and Dark Energy. King of Yummy Makai's also there. Panik's just changed his mind and has put King of Yummy Makai at the top. So potentially we're going to see a 2000 attacker enter Panik's field, which is going to make him quite difficult to stop. As we see, 2 attacks have been dished out. Alright, turn change. We're going back to Tristan with 6 cards in hand. And he's gone in face-up attack, Hero of the East. And there it is, Legendary Sword. So equipped to Hero of the East is now at 1400. And that's 200 life points off Panik and the loss of Big Eye. Although, unknowing to Tristan, Panik does have a D-spell in hand, so he can get rid of Legendary Sword. Doesn't have to though. He can summon King of Yummy Makai and save his D-spell for a moment where he might need it. It will only be the difference of 300 life points, which isn't much. And there we have it. King of Yummy Makai destroys Hero of the East. Tristan is down to 5,000 life points. Panik's still at 7,800, so he's quite comfortable right now. Alright, Tristan's counterplay is... oh, Fissure. Alright. King of Yummy Makai destroyed. And Ramundus of the Red Sword, which is a warrior, but it looks like a beast warrior. There's actually quite a few cards. Early on, Swamp Battle Guard is one of them as well. It's listed as a warrior, but it really should be a beast warrior. And so should Ramundus of the Red Sword, as it looks like doesn't look like an ordinary warrior. It's got horns coming out of its head. It looks more like a beast. But that's just me. Magic Gun played in defense mode. Alright, Tristan now another turn. We do know what Panik has coming up. He has got Ryukushin Powered coming up, which is a 1600. Could be 1900 with Dark Energy, as we see Swamp Battle Guard, speak of the devil. And there it is. It's only a warrior. It's not a beast warrior. It looks like an ogre, so it should be a beast warrior. But it isn't. However, we see Magic Gun destroyed. And Tristan would be confident with Swamp Battle Guard on the field, and there we see Ryukushin Powered drew. We did see it earlier from the effect of Big Eye, and with Dark Energy, Panik actually rearranged his deck quite well. Unknowingly that he was going to lose King of Yummy Makai very quickly, but Ryukushin Powered now. 1900, there's another 100 points off of Tristan, and Panik once again takes the advantage. Advantage in monster and advantage in life points, although not much in his hand, so we'll have to hope that Ryukushin Powered can stay on the field. There's a face-down defense from Tristan. And Dark Shade is drawn. It's a 1000 attack and defense. However, another solid hit off Tristan's life points could be coming up. His defense is Tiger Axe, which is a Beast Warrior, and Dark Shade will go in for an attack, so Tristan will be down to 3900 and starting to get a bit low on life points. He's lost over half. Panik sitting very comfortably. And there is Fiend Sword. It's a 1400, so able to destroy Dark Shade at least. That'll put Panik down to 6200 life points. However, Tristan will take 500 points hit back at least from Yugioh Empowered over Fiend Sword. And Metal Guardian, 5 stars. So Panik elects to play Fiend's Hand in face down defense. So elects not to attack with it. 3400 points for Tristan now, and it's looking like Panik might have him here. Alright, face down spell or trap. And oh, that's all. So no monster this time from Tristan. There's the Shadow who controls the Dark, which is only an 800 attack itself. Okay, Panik passed once on attacking. He's not going to pass the second time. So 6 and 8 is 14. Plus 19 is 3300. Oh, is that all the life points? No, I've got that wrong. No, Tristan will have 100 life points left. Only 100 points left for Tristan now, so almost any, even a attacking loss for him will be the end of the duel. Has he got anything at all? He's only got a face down spell or trap, and wow, straight to the end phase. Does have a few high level monsters. I will call out, see if, see what Tristan is holding. And oh, Super War Lion Ritual was just destroyed. And that will do it as Yugioh takes off the rest of Tristan's life points. Balls in hand. Okay, Millennium Shield, Garuzzi's, Rude Kaiser, and Sengenjin, which is, wow. Those are all high-level monsters. And if Tristan could have got either Millennium Shield or Sengenjin to the field, he would have been okay. But had all these high-level monsters at the wrong time. As we see, Spellbook of Miracles. Okay, Panik wins. Tristan wins rock, paper, scissors. Alright, Millennium Shield is the main card in Tristan's hand right now. There's Hero of the East as well. He has also drawn Sojin, so he can get a Meadowfield up. And down goes Hero of the East. I'm going to go through some comments because the Duelist Kingdom ones are pretty easy to follow. So let's give a few fan shout-outs as... scroll down a little bit too far. Okay, here we go. One day ago. Jason Preslin, 1614 as well. My guy, always giving the comments to boost my algorithm for me. Appreciate you to the moon and back, my friend. Joe Lowe's, the original Duelist Kingdom was basically a contest of if you could bullshit your way out of a tough situation, and of course Yugi is the protagonist, has Millennium bullshit. Yeah, some of Yugi's matches were just ridiculous. The one I find the most ridiculous is probably Yugi and Joey at the very end, where where Joey played him. Joey had him right where he wanted him. As Panik has gone for an attack. Millennium Shield was tributed and put face down, but Panik boldly has gone for an attack and has just flushed himself 2,000 points. So Millennium Shield at 3,200. Panik's not going to be able to destroy that without Fissure or Dark Hole. I don't think Panik will be able to get anything with that amount of attack power. So as I was saying, yes, Yugi and Joey's anime duel, which I actually watched a couple of nights ago. I'm up to Yugi and Pegasus now. Joey had Yugi beat. He had Thousand Dragon on the field. He just won on Time Wizard. Yugioh got Dark Sage out to the field from the effect of Time Wizard, and then played Yugioh to cover Thousand Dragon's attack. That is not what Yugioh does. It just, I mean, that's just the anime. They had to progress the story somehow. Aaron van der Venter, it's weird to see Mai doing well in both tournaments when the show could have made her look better. And absolutely, Mecha Jason then put in the show, Mai had the chance to beat Marek. Instead, she got cocky and tried to play the Winged Dragon of Ra. She should have just attacked him. Yes, to be honest, Mai's performance in this series that I've done in both Duelist Kingdom and Battle City, Mai has been very, very good, as Panik has just flushed more points again from attacking. Tristan's defense. Usually Panik's the one opting for a defensive kind of strategy. This time Panik's trying to attack and Tristan is doing all the defending. And, oh, Yellow Luster Shield. That'll give Panik's monsters a 300 defense boost. Okay, Samwise 495. It just dawned on me that there are so many characters that Kaiba has never canonically spoken to. Yeah, I don't recall him speaking to Raptor or Weevil. Did he talk with Mai at all? Not really. Bakura? I would have to watch Battle City again, but yeah, that is true. Kaiba didn't... Well, Kaiba wasn't really the one who was up for talking anyway. As we see Lava Battle Guard placed down. 1750, so Tristan will be able to start trying to chip away at some of this defense from Panik. Went with a face down, it was Dooku Roizu, the Grim Reaper. Mecha Jason said that he is playing Duelists of the Roses, which is one of my favourite PS2 games as well. I need something to do because I've been banned on the PlayStation Network. Why did you get banned? What do you do? For the next 2 months. Bro, what did you do? Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if... Mecha Jason, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't do anything. I've seen some very strange bannings happen on PlayStation accounts. A friend of mine got banned, and he didn't actually do anything. He was playing a game of, I couldn't tell you what the game was, but I think he uploaded like direct from his PlayStation onto YouTube, or he left a comment in like a game chat or something, which wasn't anything bad, but for some reason he got banned. So maybe someone got salty at a loss and reported him or something, and PlayStation flagged it for some reason. But no, I have seen some odd ones on PlayStation bans. I mean, it is probably a heavily automated system, so it is going to make errors every now and then. But instead, he's playing Duelist of the Roses. I've already done Warriors. Guy the Fierce Knight was actually my deck leader, and my god, he had a lot of power. Gave my warrior monsters in range an extra 500 points each, currently on Zombie Run. I did a couple of them as well on the channel. I've done... I'll be able to tell you actually, as we're not seeing much action from this duel. Panik now just in solid defense. He's almost flushed half his life points, so I can understand why he doesn't want to attack anymore. If I put this in search function, and oh, Tristan's gone for Monster Reborn. Interesting, that's... I'd just seen... the Dark Titan of Terror has just been switched to defense mode from block attack, so that's what Tristan has gone for here. He's wanting to get some of this defense off the field, otherwise he's never going to get at Panik's life points. So in Duelist of the Roses, I've done a Sea Serpent deck. I've done I've done a dragon run, which was pretty good, and I also did a spellcaster run as well. I've been meaning to get back to that. I did the Sea Serpent deck first because of Kariushin and Aqua Dragon. They were two main cards that actually got me through the game. Oh, Tristan attacks Castle of Dark Illusions. Now, Tristan does have a fissure in his hand, so... And there goes the Shadow who controls the dark. So both players pretty much stalemating here, although Panik has flushed a lot of points. So Tristan, you would say, still does have the advantage. Alright, name invalid 945. Mirror Force has only worked in the anime once against Weevil. I didn't know that. And now that I think about it, the only time when Yugi actually played it was against Weevil. I haven't seen him, I don't remember him using it at all through the Duelist Kingdom. I don't... Did he use it in Battle City? I can't remember. But I'd say that is probably right then. It only worked in the anime once and it was against Weevil. Who else? Alright, there goes that which feeds on life, destroys M Warrior 1. So both players have lost a couple of defensive cards. Reaper of the Cards went into attack mode. Of all monsters. Although Tristan has lost all of his attack, so... And elects just to skip his turn. Alright, oh, there's Ryukish Empowered. It's an 1800. Can't do much though. Not against a 3000 defense of Millennium Shield. Panik would have to draw a fissure or a dark hole, so we could be in for a bit of a long match here because Panik can't really break through that defense. And oh, there goes Prevent Rat, and there is Swamp Battle Guard. The only thing with Millennium Shield having 0 attack points, it is very vulnerable to fissure, as we see fissure in Tristan's hand. And he goes for that which feeds on life. So he's equal with Ryukish Empowered. Can't get through Castle of Dark Illusions. So, oh, there goes fissure. Oh, good spot. I thought Reaper of the Cards was... No, Reaper of the Cards is 1380. What's... Oh, hang on. No, I'm getting them mixed around. The original attack of Castle of Dark Illusions is 920. When he played fissure, I thought... my brain thought that Reaper of the Cards was 920. It is not. It is Castle of Dark Illusions at 920. It was at 1120. Tristan has also ended up on an odd count of life points as well. He lost... Yeah, that's right. He lost 30 life points when an attacked Lava Battle Guard, which is a very... How many Yu-Gi-Oh players out there would say that from an attack they lost 30 life points? That would be very, very rare. As we see, King Fog played, which goes in for an attack. Panik he's been very reckless in this match. Thankfully for him that time, it's stalemated. So Tristan putting on a defensive masterclass, but may not have been the best move from Panik. There's Tiger Axe, which could be defeated by Reaper of the Cards, but... Looks like he's going to get rid of King Fog anyway. Tristan does have life point advantage, so he can take a few hits here and there, given how many life points Panik has lost. But yeah, I am hoping this weekend, maybe, or maybe sometime during the week, I can... Oh, polymerization. So that would be Barox that's coming out from Panik. I am hoping to be able to play Duelist of the Roses sometime this week and maybe do another run with a type. The only issue with it is that it takes like 3 hours to do a run on that game. The opponents aren't necessarily difficult. It's just that each duel takes like up towards 5 to 10 minutes to pass because you have to move your monsters around on like a game board-esque kind of token. Like almost like game tokens, you have to move them around. on the board. Alright, Panik put Barrocks in defense mode. That... Oh, he probably should have attacked it with Barrocks. He should have attacked hard armor. He put Barrocks in defense mode. And now Garuzzi's has come to the field, and it was... Oh, that may have been a mistake from Panik. He may have got a little bit complacent there. He went with Reaper of the Cards. He should have attacked with Barrocks and put Reaper of the Cards back in defense mode. A little bit reckless there again from Panik. It's only a slight error, but still... He's... Oh, okay, here we go. What's he got? Dark Chimera. Now, Tristan does have a trap hole. We're seeing all of the anime monsters on the field. However, up goes trap hole. So Panik was ready for it. He was ready to attack, but Tristan has trapped him with trap hole. No pun intended. However, that may have been a misplay from Panik because he's lost his defense and now he can't guard against Garuzzi's. And there's Sengenjin at 2750. Do you summon that straight away? No. Okay, Tristan has just played Science Soldier. He can still attack with Garuzzi's and get Barrocks off the field. Jeez, that was a heavy misplay from Panik. He may have got a little bit overconfident. There we go. Barracks hasn't got the highest attack in the world. He may have just forgotten that it was actually hard armor that was on the field. There's the War Lion ritual. And look at this. Tristan could summon Sengenjin now. But he hasn't. He's gone for Cyber Commander, possibly looking to summon those two weaker monsters and keep Millennium Shield on the field just in case, but still risky. And, oh, Earthbound Spirit. Okay, so Panik did have a spare defense on the field, so he was... Even so, because Panik isn't attacking back right now, Tristan probably... It looks like inevitably he would have got Sengenjin to the field. Still, he he wouldn't have been able to summon Garuzzi's as early. It still is a misplay from Panik. It's only a small mistake, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very unforgiving game. You could make one very small misplay, one very small... Oh! Trap hole. And advantage... Oh no, Tristan, he does have a stop defense in his hand. And he's just clicked it as well. And Earthbound Spirit is going to get shifted to attack mode here. Like I was saying, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very unforgiving game. You could make one small human error, one very small misplay, and it can flip a whole game on its head and cost you a match. And it looks like that may or may not happen to Panik right now. He's already lost most of his best monsters though. So it's up to Tristan to attack and finish this one off. Panik is lower on deck count, and we've seen they could get close to it in this one. We're up to turn 41. And Garuzzi's now just starting to pick off Panik's defense. There's, oh, Hyro Shadow Scout. Oh, Tristan will lose Dark Hole. Oh, there's reinforcements. Oh, and Magic Jammer. Those are great trap cards for Tristan to have right now because Magic Jammer could block a Dark Hole from Panik. Panik would have seen both of those trap cards as well, so he would know what Tristan has. Down goes Magic Jammer, and you might as well call Garuzzi's at 2300. I think Panik played King of Yummy Makai in the last duel. I don't think he's played it in this one. So he may have been hoping on that to get him out of here. Although he does still have Metal Guardian as well. He's just played another defense. So if he can get Metal Guardian to the field... Oh no, that won't matter because he's got reinforcements. Alright, there's Ninken Dog at 1800. Panik's still able to keep up defenses here, but now two 1800 attackers on Tristan's field, and Panik may be in a bit of trouble. There's Graveyard in the Hand of Invitation. And Magin Gun. Alright, Panik is running out of monsters to defend with. Alright, Panik needs some counterplaying. He needs it quick. He's gone through a lot of the best cards in his deck though. And he goes with another face down defense. It won't be enough for Panik here. With reinforcements and Magic Jammer face down as well. Tristan is very well protected. There's Raymundus of the Red Sword as well. M-Warriors on the field, so Tristan can tribute and get Battlesteer to the field as well. Battlesteer, fun fact, was a deck leader. Not one of the decks you could start with, but Battlesteer was the deck leader of Richard Slysheen. He's one of the opponents who's based on King Richard III in real life. Oh, Big Eye. If Panik has anything, he'll be able to move it to the top of his deck. Otherwise, he will... That mistake in Barrocks may very well cost Panik the match. Battlesteer was the deck leader for... Yes, Richard Slysheen III, who was one of the endgame opponents that you battled on a meadow field. His deck wasn't that strong. He only used sort of like mid-tier warrior and beast warriors, whereas the Mananawin or whatever their names are, it's a long name and it makes absolutely no sense. Mananawin for Leo or whatever. Those two endgame duelists where they use Ryoku and Dark Holes and whatnot. Okay, it's Axe Raider from Tristan, and this could be it. This could be all she wrote. Panik's little error very well may have cost him this match. And oh, it's Sangan. Won't be enough. Dark Shade is pulled from the deck, so Panik picking up a loss, and was that the turning point? The mistake with Barrocks and Reaper of the Cards. We will go to a third and final match. After an absolute marathon second game, Panik's had a few of them really long games. He had one against Mokuba, which ended in absolute tragedy as the game crashed. For all those that remember that one, Justice from Mokuba, that was absolutely tragic as well, because we didn't get to see who eventually would come out on top there. Alright, third and final match. Coming up, I am so keen for December. I really want this Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days game. If anyone hasn't heard of that yet, Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days, chuck it in Google, you'll be able to get it up. But it's an upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Title, and it looks like it's a compilation of all their like early 2000s games being ported over to Switch, which is going to be insane. So it could be a very good December for me as well. There's Sojin for Tristan. Now, Panik does have Yami, so we could see a split field. And, ooh, 3 face-down cards from Tristan. And no monsters. Okay, we will probably assume then that that is a level 5 or higher monster. Down goes Yami. And there's Ryukish Empowered. Okay, any traps? No, okay, Tristan doesn't block. So, possible that he's got 3 dud magic cards. It's possible that Tristan may have drawn a bit of a brick hand here, which would be unfortunate given the 2 matches that we've had so far. And there's Hero of the East. 1300 with the effect of Sojin. And reinforcements. Okay, aggressive move from Tristan. Matching Ryukish Empowered's attack points and going in for an attack. So that'll get both monsters off the field. In fact, that is a very aggressive move from Tristan, because he could have waited until he had a stronger monster to activate reinforcements. Although he did get Ryukish Empowered off the field. Lord of Zemaya. Lord of Zemaya. I think it would read Zemaya. Comes to the field. 1500 attack. Panik did also play a Yellow Luster Shield as well. Oh, Dispel. Tristan has probably played Hero of the East in such a frantic attack because he's probably got no other counterplay, so he's just trying to muster something and keep monsters off Panik's side of the field. And Panik has just drawn the King of Yummy Makai. So his trump monster, his big strong guy, King of Yummy Makai, now comes to the field. It is the strongest card in Panik's deck by attack. He does have a couple of stronger defenders, mostly in Metal Guardian, but by attack, King of Yummy Makai was Panik's strongest monster. And 2,000 sitting on the field. Oh, Fissure. Tristan plays Fissure and gets rid of King of Yummy Makai. Still, that card in his hand must definitely be a level 5 or higher. And Tristan almost playing this entirely with magic cards, but he's running out of life points. And that which feeds on life goes in for an attack. 1,500 left for Tristan, and we're only in turn 8, considering the last duel went for, what was it, 45 turns or so? To be a very anticlimactic finish. Does Tristan have anything? Another face down. Spell or trap? Alright, unfortunately, it looks like Tristan has absolutely bricked this hand. It is a... it is an element of the game, and it does happen to all of us. We draw brick hands. Is this it for Tristan? Does he have anything at all to block? Doesn't look like it. No, and that will do it if this attack hits. And it does. Alright, Tristan has been absolutely blown away. Brick hands, what can you do about him? Panik picks up the win 2-3, considering that he probably shouldn't have lost the last match without that error anyway. But Panik, on the record, has picked up the win on this one. So let's flip over to Battle City. We've got Mako playing against Seeker, which that should be an interesting match. Can Mako attack fast enough to get through those defenses? Flipping over to the Battle City one just currently. So Panik defeated Tristan. We're going to have Taya and the Paradox Brothers. Now, they did play in the Duelist Kingdom pre-season cup, and Taya got the win on that one. So will Taya be able to defeat the Paradox Brothers this time, who the Paradox Brothers have performed pretty well. If Taya gets a win, though, she may move above them. So, interesting. Mai is currently on top. So, after Taya and Paradox Brothers, there's also Kaiba and Bones, and Joey and Bakura. Joey and Bakura should be an interesting match as well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get some production done. There is a Battle City match coming up as well, if you'd like to stick around for some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for leaving all the comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.